not a game, it's a rich thing.
Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're just gonna go ahead and be decluttering my drugstore face palettes. I think it's long overdue. This is another part of my declutter series that I am so desperately in need of doing. So something in my eyebrow. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. Sorry. I have way too many. I have old ones that just need to go, or even new ones that I've never used and just somebody else can use them. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. So just keep on watching and we'll be going over my collection. So here's the view. Here is, I don't know if it's a good view, guys. Sorry, I'm just oh, you can see my little carpet protector. I'm sorry guys, I should have prepared for this a little bit better. There we go. Okay, so I'm wearing shorts and I didn't want you guys to see all my goodies, all my thunder thighs over here, so, but I hope, you know, this is a good angle for you guys. I know it's kind of sideways for you guys, but I'm going to try my best to kind of line it up for you guys the best I can. So, right off the back, you know, like, whatever, let's get these over. So I have a category you guys can see. And I like kind of have two stacks going over here, the ones I'm keeping, the ones I'm getting rid of. So right away I cannot get rid of, this is a Physicians Formula Butter Collection with Whaley. I don't want to butcher her last name, so I'm not going to say it, but you guys, oh my goodness, look how beautiful that is. This is hands down my favorite face palette ever in history. If I had to get rid of all of these, but I could keep this one, I would be fine. That is not what we're going to be doing today, obviously, because I don't have to get rid of all of my collection. But if I had to, and I could just keep this one, I would be content for the rest of my life, because this one is perfect, beautiful. I'm so sorry you guys can't get this anymore. It was limited edition, and from last time I checked, I wanted to get some for my sister-in-law's for Christmas, and they did not have any more. So I did get a backup though, so I am good for a really long time because I've used this a ton, and it barely looks like it at all. So I've used this one a ton, and it doesn't look like it. So it's really long lasting, obviously. So I'm keeping that one. Let me put that right there. Okay. Okay. Another one I'm keeping is this one by Maybelline. This is a Gigi Hadid collab. I wasn't crazy about this, and I did not buy it, but my brother bought it for me for Christmas. Oh, there's a piece of grass in there. And so I just didn't have the heart to get rid of this, but it is really, really pretty. I never used the little mascara. But I mean, this is just sentimental reasons. I love the packaging. It's like, this color is so beautiful. I just think it's so stupidly bulky for what you get. And just the makeup seems a little cheap and like kids makeup. I didn't understand that. I think maybe it was for kids. I don't know. But my brother thought it was beautiful and that, you know, I would want it because it was the hot topic of that Christmas. And of course I didn't want it, or else I would have gotten it myself. But you know, it's the intent, and you know, I do think it's beautiful, and obviously my brother bought this for me, so it has sentimental value to me. Like, so I can never get rid of it, even if it expires or whatever. I'm gonna keep it forever. He actually bought me the lipstick, the red one that came with this one, and I'm keeping that one too, even though that one's showing signs of expiration as well. But I'm just keeping this one for sentimental value. My brother, like, they accept my passion for makeup, so I think it's really sweet of them. Another one I'm keeping is this one by BH Cosmetics. This is a Spotlight Highlight 6-color palette. This is a dupe for the Nicole Guerrero with ABH. Like, this is so good and so much better, in my opinion, than the ABH formula. I love this palette. I love BH's formula. Just hands down, no comparison, BH does it better. That's just my opinion, and that's what I'm sticking to, and this is staying. I love this. This is my favorite. So that can stay with me forever. Finally, one I'm getting rid of. I don't want to get rid of this. This is the Makeup Revolution Pro HD Amplified Palette. It is so huge though. I don't use it. Can I even open this up right now? Yes, I can. There's a piece of something there. All right. This is so beautiful, and I got this at TJ Maxx for like $6, so it was like a steal of a deal. I just like this shade Extra, and for this huge palette, it does not make sense to keep this whole palette for that one shade. So for that reason, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it and give it to somebody that will obviously use it more than I will. So that's in the go pile. Another one that I hate to see go, but I'm going to have to go ahead and let it go, is this. It's my Ray Ray palette with BH Cosmetics. I've had this for like a year now, and I never used it. So I think, I mean, these, like this quad right here is beautiful. It's a face and eye palette, but I definitely got it more for the face products, and then I never used it. So ideally I would like to keep it, but I'm never going to use it. If I didn't use it in this last year, I'm not going to use it, so it has to go. Another one that has to go is this Saharan Blush by Juvia's Place, Volume 2. I think it's absolutely beautiful, but I don't use these shades. I might use that one as a bronzer, you know, and then these two I could pull off, but I don't see myself pulling for these kinds of shades ever. Like, I want to, like, this shade is absolutely beautiful, and I could see myself using this really orangey red tone, but I'm not going to. Like, it would be like once in 365 days of the year, you know? It doesn't really make sense for that. And, like, obviously I've had this for over a year now, and I still never used that shade. So, or that one like a bronzer. So, I mean, I just don't, it's beautiful. I just don't use it. So there's really no point in keeping it for as long as I even have right now. So those have to go. Next up, let's look at these Morphe ones. I have 3 Morphe palettes. I just want to keep one. I kind of peeked at these before I started my video. This one is in the shade Pop of Coral, which is, oh my god, these are so pretty. So beautiful. I love it. This one is Pop of Peach. Again, very, very pretty. This is so gorgeous. The last one is Pop of Rose. Like, just absolutely, like, gorgeous. Like, I would totally wear these. I think the one I want to keep is either Rose or Coral. Let me see. Let me look at these. Yeah, I think it's Pop of Coral. Yeah, I think these middle shades are actually very similar, but this one looks like a dupe for Orgasm, but I think I have a dupe for NARS Orgasm somewhere. If not, I mean, it's not really that important. NARS Orgasm isn't the only blush shade in the world, but I do love these 2 shades more than I love these 2 shades. But I like this middle one more, if that makes sense. So, but I think this one outweighs it just because I love these 2. And I'm more inclined to use a matte blush over a shimmer blush. I will use a shimmer blush occasionally, but very rarely. And, you know, I have other shimmery blushes I like too, so I think I should get it for these 2 matte ones that I really, really like or feel inclined to use. So I'm going to keep this one by Morphe, which is, again, Pop of Coral. And then I'm going to get rid of this one, Pop of Rose. And then I'm going to get rid of Pop of Peach. And I'm going to go ahead and pass them along to somebody who would like to use them instead. So I'm going to get rid of those. Another one I'm going to get rid of is this one by Sleek. This is a face palette by Sleek Makeup. I got this from Ulta a long time ago, and I swatched these shades. They just seem a little powdery. The bronzer actually looks like a decent bronzer, but when I swatched these, they kind of, or I didn't swatch this one, but I swatched this one. And it was kind of powdery and super shimmery though, and I'm not going to use that as a blush, and I definitely won't use it as a highlight, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. This was their light one, and I do think it was a good light shade. I'm not going to use it, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that one as well. like eating my hair over here. Another two I'm keeping. This one is the Glow It in Grease by BH Cosmetics. There's a theme. I love BH's formula for face powders. They're just absolutely incredible. Denise, I need to stop saying absolutely. I'm so sorry. It is so, so beautiful. I wish I could combine these though, because I love the blushes in this one, and I love the highlights in this one. So if I could combine like these 6 instead of these highlights and instead of these blushes, I would love this palette way, way, way more. But I mean, they are separate palettes. Like, isn't that just so much better? I wonder if I can do that. like that. That's my perfect palette by BH. Tell BH to like let me repot these somehow. But anyways, unfortunately I can't do that, but I love these blushes and I love these highlights. So yeah, I mean, whatever. I would, oh, I actually like the Mykonos, or I mean Athens of this one. So I don't know, I wish I could just change it around a little bit, but I can't. So it is what it is, but I'm keeping it both because I love so many aspects of both of them. The versatility. Another one I'm keeping is this one. This one's Essence Pure Nude Highlighter Palette. This one's really, really pretty. It's okay. I want to say, I don't have a lot of Essence's highlighters, and I do like this one. I actually like this one more than their Pure Nude Baked formula. I like this formula better. For whatever reason, everyone really, really loves their circular baked formula. I don't. I don't know why. I just don't like it. It doesn't look good on me for whatever reason. But this one looks pretty good on me, so I want to keep this one. It's not great, but this is like the only Essence product that I really want to keep that's like a face product. So while I was talking, I remembered that I also had the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder Palette. This one's beautiful. Mine came broken. You can see I don't really use too many mirrors and palettes, so I didn't really care. I just put a piece of tape in the way so it doesn't shatter more on accident in the future. So this tape should keep it together and keep it from breaking anymore. I love these two shades. They're really, really great. I love the formula, so I want to keep that one as well. Whew. Ladies. Okay, this Melissa Michelle with Ulta Beauty. Ugh, this one's so beautiful. I just never used it. It's brand spanking new. It's limited edition. This is so cute though. I don't watch Julia Michelle, but I just, you know, I thought it was a really beautiful collab and palette, and then I never used it. So I feel like these shades are a little deep for me. I have a sister-in-law that's deeper than me, so I think she might enjoy this. So I'm going to hold that off for her. Another one I haven't used is this one by Maybelline. Oh, my goodness. I really, really wanted to try this and use it. That's why I bought it. But I never got around to it, and it's still sealed and brand new. So part of me wants to still sit down and use it, but am I ever really going to use it? So I don't know. That's a maybe. Let me just leave that one right here for a second. All right, another one. This one's a newer addition to my collection. This is the Chocolate Orange Shuffle, the 4 Blush Palette by BH Cosmetics. Again, I love BH. This is their Chocolate Orange Shuffle, which is so weird because this is like their peachy, like a peachy nude palette, and I absolutely love it. It's so gorgeous. These are exactly my shades. I've used this one so far, but I mean, this one would probably not work for me that much, but I could probably mix it with whatever I wanted with any of these 3 shades, and it'd be a perfect combination. So I'm not worried about that one getting wasted. And I mean, I still love 3 of the 4 shades. This was like my perfect match for me, or the best color combination. I did order like a chocolate something, another one, but it was too orangey and too brown and deep for me. The tones were just brown and deep, and they would just not work for me. But this one I did keep, and I love this. I need to pull it out and use it more. But I'm keeping that one. This is also a newer addition to my collection. This is probably the newest. I got like glue on, nail glue on this. Guys, don't look at this, but it's so gross. I got like nail glue all over this. So I'm so sorry. It's like so weird. Anyways, we just get that off later. This is like a highlighter palette with like a bronzer. This is supposed to be a blush, but that is not a blush. But I mean, it is a beautiful highlighter. It's so nice. So I do want to keep it for that. This one's a little too deep for me. Like that is still really, really pretty. Actually, it looks lighter when it's swatched, which is nice. I might actually be able to, it intimidated me because that looks really deep for my skin tone. But it actually looks really pretty and really wearable in my skin tone. So maybe in the summer when I'm deeper, I can actually pull it off. But either way, this is new, so I want to keep playing with it. I want to keep it. Keep that over there. Okay, highlighters. Okay, so I love these highlighter palettes from Makeup Revolution again. These are, I'm trying to think what these are called. I don't remember. Face Quad? I don't know. They're face quads. They're highlighters. I know that because I can see one of the boxes that I came in over there that I threw away. I love both of these, but obviously both of them don't work for me. They still have the protectors, but I try to keep the protectors as much as I can. But I'm not going to use both of these. Oh my goodness. I feel like I need to swatch these. Okay, give me a second. The two shades I'm going to use are these two. So out of this one, that one's really pink. I don't like that one already. And then this one, that one's pretty. And then this one. Okay, I'm more inclined to use these two than use the other two. I know these are, let me clean off my hands for a second. I'm gonna like swatch the deeper shades really quick. Because the other one, ooh, yeah, these are actually really deep. Okay. I was wondering if like how deep they really were, but these are really, really deep. I don't know about this. They're a little glittery, but sometimes I'm actually in the mood for a glittery highlighter, which I know that's so weird, but the tones of these two just suit me better. So I'm going to keep this one. I don't know the name of it. I'm sorry. It's the one in the rose gold packaging. And I'm going to get rid of the one in the gold packaging. That's just, it's beautiful, but it's too light for me. And I think I know someone who would enjoy that. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. So moving on, this is the Essence Peachy Bean. This was a collab with Casey Holmes, which is really weird because it has like a sticker underneath that says Casey underneath, or on the underneath part. On the original palette, it says Casey something on it. I like lifted the sticker a little bit and it says Casey on it. But then they covered it up with Peachy Bean. But on the back, it still says that it was a collab with Casey Holmes. But it's a collab that went through, but then something happened and it just kind of got buried. And I don't know what happened between Essence Makeup and Casey Holmes. But this is still brand new and I haven't used it. And when I opened it up earlier, right now, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so, so beautiful. Why haven't I used it? You know, like these shades of highlights are just perfect. They're beautiful. These blushes, like this peachy shade is so true, like an orange peach. Oh, it looks so rich and gorgeous. I just really want to get into this. So I'm going to give it another shot, you know, even though I haven't used it. But something about that just says, like, it screams for me, you know. This is by LA Girl. Oh, this is so pretty, but these are too shimmery for me. I'm just not gonna wear these shades, you know. They're just a little too baked for me. And I kept a few Milani baked formulas, and they're more of that shimmery, kind of glowy blushes. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass on this one. Just not going to use it. I mean, if I haven't used it, I'm not going to use it. Okay, I'm going to keep this Believe Beauty palette. I haven't even, oh yeah, I did. I was like, I thought I tried this. Anyways, I did. All right. So I haven't tried either the bronzer shade nor the blush shade, but I have tried the highlighter shade. It's really, really pretty. I'm going to go ahead and keep this because I think this is really travel friendly and pretty, and I just need to get into this more, but I don't remember it being bad, so I'm going to keep it. And it's still pretty new to my collection, so. This is also an LA Girl Spice palette. It's brand new. I haven't used it, and I'm not going to use it, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. I'm just so pretty, but I haven't used it, and I'm not going to use it, you know. This is the one, maybe. This is a Bissue Beauty palette. This I got from TJ Maxx. I don't know if you guys watch Juicy Jazz. She's my favorite YouTuber ever, or one of her and Taylor Wynn. But she recommended this on her channel. She found this at TJ Maxx as well. And when I saw it, I'm like, oh, I have to pick it up. This highlighter is intense. These two shades are actually really, really pretty. This one's more of like that pure nude formula where it's like a barely there, that hourglass, you know, like tiny, tiny bit of highlight. And then this deeper like highlight is also like that, but the sheen kind of looks like a bronzer, but it's like a very light sheen. So I think this one mixed in with a matte bronzer would actually be really, really perfect for me, which I know that sounds really scary because there's a little bit of shimmer in that, but it's just so beautiful. When I swatched it on my hand, I could not believe how gorgeous. And like, I'm gonna do it right now with you guys. It's just so wearable. So this is the light shade. Again, this is not beaming or anything crazy. It's just a very, very light, like barely there highlighter. And then this is like what I'm telling you guys. This is absolutely gorgeous. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Like, I think that mixed in with a bronzer would look so pretty. So, I don't know. I feel like this has options. So, for that reason, I want to keep it. I think that's so pretty. That tone is just really, really nice. Obviously, I can't wear that as a highlight, but I can definitely find a use for it. It's really, really pretty. And these are Physicians Formula limited edition travel, or not travel, mini palettes. But I'm going to keep both of these. I haven't used them. They still have their plastics on them, but I love Physicians Formula. I love their bronzers. I think they're great. I think these are really, really great for either traveling or... I'll get into it in a second. I don't know. I think this would be a really good one to keep. And then I'll mention what I'm talking about later once I get to that point. This is a face palette. So this is highlighter, blush, and bronzer again. So I think this is really, really pretty and a really good idea. I don't travel. I haven't been traveling a lot. COVID, whatever. But no one's traveling right now that I know of. If you're smart, doing the right thing. I think this is really pretty, but I would like to save this for traveling and stuff like that. So it's very, very cute. I love it. Minis. I have to keep this one. This is my Alamar Cosmetics. Oh my gosh. This is in the shade Fair Light. I know I'm not fair, but the tones of this is more perfect for me. I love these orangey peachy tones with a nice pretty like mauvey pink. Just up my alley. So gorgeous. Perfect. The tones in that is just nailed it. Perfect. This is the e.l.f. Cosmetics. There's a little dust in there. Palette. This was limited edition. This was their Modern Metals collection. This is really, really pretty. I love these blushes. This is actually my second one. I have a third backup somewhere. I really, really love these blushes. I had a first one and then this broke when I dropped it. It was not the palette's fault. I dropped it one too many times. It was my favorite palette. They were already like hitting pan, so that's kind of why they were already fragile. But I love this palette. I'm not getting rid of it. I don't care if it's limited edition. I'm sorry you can't get it anymore because this was so great. But I mean, if you know e.l.f. continues to come out with palettes like this, I highly, highly, highly recommend you guys getting it. It's just so good. So it's definitely worth the money. Okay. Okay, this is the Vegas Nay by Lamia. I don't know who made this, but I got this from a little TJ Maxx collection. I did end up trying one of these shades. Okay. Oh yeah, the plastic just goes back. Okay. I'm like, how did I try one of these shades? This shade is very, really pretty, but that was the only shade I used, and I'm not really drawn to these other two shades. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this because I'm just not going to use it. I haven't used it. Okay. These, okay, so I was thinking about getting rid of these, but something stopped me because I know there's a Morphe older collection. These are a palette of blushes. There you go. This is the 9 neutral blushes. And then this is the 9 bronzer. So these are all bronzer shades. I was planning on getting rid of this, and then I remembered I'm thinking about not getting a kit, but starting my own kit to do, not freelance, but essentially freelance, just do makeup for, you know, a handful of people, like friends and family who asked me to do it for either wedding or events or certain people, just like a small group. I'm not doing it like, I'm not advertising online or anything. You know, I'm not really going to help strangers. I'm just wanting to help, you know, just friends and family and, you know, people close to me. So I think these would be really, really good to have in that sort of kit. So for that reason, I'm keeping these two palettes, but they are leaving my personal collection. I never used these myself. You guys saw, they were completely untouched. And of course, I will sanitize them before using them on anybody. So those are leaving my personal collection, but I will be keeping those. This is an e.l.f. deep bronzer. This is deep, but doesn't look very deep. I mean, that looks perfect for me, actually. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this. I like to keep affordable options for, you know, videos and stuff. And if I do an all e.l.f. video, well, I actually have an e.l.f. bronzer that I like. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this because I actually have the e.l.f. Sun-Kissed bronzer, and I love that. And the reason I was keeping this to keep, like, I was keeping a affordable option, but I already have an affordable option, like, or the e.l.f. option. If I did like a full face of e.l.f., I already have their single blush that I love. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this. There's no reason for me to keep that. Okay, moving on. Oh, this Milani highlighter was like my favorite forever. Like, this middle shade is my perfect shade, guys. Like, look how beautiful. Oh, look how pretty that shade is. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm keeping that one. I'm doing a terrible job of decluttering. I'm sorry. I'm decluttering this one by Broadway. This was a Dollar General buy. I was going to do a Dollar General video, and I ended up doing it, but I ended up buying more palettes. I completely forgot that I already bought a blush palette. This one's really, really pretty, but I don't need it, so whatever. These are the other palettes. Oh, that's not it. These are the other palettes I bought for the video. They were okay. I really did like this blush and the blush highlight. These are by LA Colors. Can't talk. Show It Off blush and highlight palette. I love the blushes, but they were super sheer and hard to show up. The highlight was okay, but I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. It just wasn't anything spectacular. And I think for somebody more fair than me, this would actually be really pretty. But for me, it's just not it. This is also really light for me. This was the LA Colors Shape It Up Sculpt and Contour. This shade was super gray on my skin tone. This was too light for me. These colors just didn't compliment me, so I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of that one as well. Guys, so this is my outdated, expired ColourPop collection. Now, I actually never used any of these, which is shocking, I know. So this is a House of Mirrors. This was a face duo. It was a bronzer and highlighter. House of Mirrors, look how beautiful that is. And I never used it. Oops. And I never used it, guys, and it's super brand new, but it is really, really fair, so I think that's probably why I never used it, because when I got it in the mail, even though it was so pretty, it was too light for me, but I never used it, so I think it might still be good. I think makeup, aside from it having a shelf life, it actually can go on longer than that if you didn't use it. But the expiration begins from when you open it, if it's still good. Like, if you didn't open it, you know, it hasn't expired its shelf life, you didn't touch it, it should still be good. Okay. The same with these. I never use these. I just swatched these right now. I know this one looks swatched. I just swatched it before this video. These shades seem to have like, they were creams. And this one's absolutely gorgeous. And I want to keep it. This was a Sonia Isman and ColourPop collab. And I want to keep it, but there maybe. I don't know. I have to go back to that one. This is another ColourPop. My dog chewed this one up. But it was brand spanking new. I'll show you. Like, not even touched, guys. Not even touched. So, part of me wants to just depot these, but I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can do that. It just won't come out. I don't have another Z palette, or maybe I do. I don't know. I'd have to look. But because look how gorgeous these are. Like, oh, this is the, I don't remember which one this one was because my dog chewed up the outer packaging too. But this is Clockwork, and this one is so gorgeous. These two are actually really similar highlights. This one's a little bit lighter. This one's more of a bronzer, which is so pretty. Oh my goodness. And then, like, let me look at all of these. Maybe I can depot them and make my own palette. This one is like a weird, the Esmona one looks like a weird cream formula. It looks very different than these two. I don't know if you guys can see that. Like, it looks to have like a different texture than the other two. So, I don't know why, but I do really love this color. Oh, it's so pretty. But out of all of these, I like these two better. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one. I accidentally dug my nail onto it. And I feel like this formula is wet and it's weird and it's changed. So I will get rid of this one. And for now, I'm going to keep these two and maybe figure out maybe depotting them. Because I just love the shades. And I think they're really pretty and they might still work. So I want to keep that for that reason. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Keep these two. And I'm going to probably throw this one away. Like, throw it away because it's meh. This was the limited edition Wet n Wild Pac-Man blush palette. I'm going to keep this, and I'm so sorry, guys, because you guys can't get this. But this is so pretty. I love, this was my favorite shade, but I also did use a little bit of that one. All of these shades are beautiful. I would never use that shade. It just doesn't work for me. But if I ever needed a pale, gross pink, Pepto-Bismol pink, oh, my feet are falling asleep. If I ever need a Pepto-Bismol pink, I have one there. But all the other three shades are beautiful and I love them. So, keeping that. Okay. Highlighter palettes. Oh my goodness. So, this Flower Beauty one was super duper hyped. But I don't like it. I don't like it. So I can't, but it was so expensive. I mean, like $16 at Ulta. I don't know, guys. It was so expensive. It was so expensive. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I don't know. Let me think about it and then I'll swatch them. This used to be my favorite highlighter palette. You guys can't tell, but this corner has a really big divot in it. This is so pretty, but I just don't wear NYX products as much. They're just not my vibe. Got some swatches over here. It's just really pretty, but I just don't use this anymore. And sadly, I actually have a backup of this because when I was obsessed over that shade, I was scared I was going to run out of it. And I'm like, I can't run out. So I bought another one when it was on sale at Target. But, oh no, what did I just do? Okay. I was scared I was going to run out of that shade. So, and then I saw it clearance on Target. And I thought they were going to get rid of it. And turns out years later, they still have this palette. So, whatever. I think just Target was getting rid of it. So, I'm going to go ahead and declutter this one. NYX does make some really nice highlighters though, for sure. This is another limited edition e.l.f. palette. I'm sorry guys. This one's so pretty. This one's, oh my god, so pretty. I'm keeping this one. This is the Glow Gleam Beam palette by e.l.f. I think I've seen this around their, I don't know if it's the same one or not, but I think I just saw this on their website recently. And so it might still be available, which is crazy because this is like over a year old. And usually e.l.f. doesn't keep these around very long, but I don't know. I don't know what made them think to keep that one. Okay, how many bronzer palettes do I have? Like 1, 2, that one has, my Physicians Formula one has a bronzer. I don't know. I'm gonna swatch these really quick, and I don't know. I really don't like these. Only like one shade works for me. Oh, that's so pretty. It doesn't look that way on my face though. Ooh, that's really pretty as well. I mean, it's gorgeous. The only color that really I think would work for me is the gold one, and I don't even like that one. I've tried it on my face and I don't like it, so I'm gonna get rid of that one as well. I'm sorry for everyone who loves that shade. Yeah. Or that palette, I mean. And it just doesn't work for me. My skin tone is very, like, borderline medium. So sometimes I have a hard time finding, like, highlights that are, you know, universal. Their deeper one, I think, is too deep for me. So that's kind of my dilemma. I am like borderline medium. I'm more light than I'm medium, but light palettes like that don't work for me. So I really don't have I really don't have that much bronzer, much less bronzer palettes. Bronzer is one of the products I have least of, so I'm going to keep this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and count them and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I finally counted and I'm getting rid of these over here. And I'm getting rid of a total of 19 palettes, which, oh my goodness, it's so, so good. And I'm gonna keep 26. I know I still have a ton of drugstore face palettes, but I just like having options, and some of these, I just have a lot of memories. I love like the Milani ones. I have a ton of memory with these. This BH Cosmetics one, the Gigi Hadid one. I'm not going to use that one, but you know, it has sentimental value to me. So I have to keep those. And these are going to a kit. So technically 24 are staying in my collection for me. And I'm getting those two for a kit. And then I'm going to get rid of 19 of these. They're all in little... I tried to stack them up in 5s. This one only has 4. So 19. Oh my goodness. It feels so good to be getting rid of 19 face palettes that I just don't use anymore. I don't have the room for. And hopefully now there will be more room in my drawer for me to be able to see these and hopefully get more use out of them, because I do feel a lot better. These make me happy. You know, if something doesn't make you happy, just get rid of it. And these make me happy, so make me excited to play with makeup. So I'm keeping all of these, all 26 of these, that for a kit, so 24 if you don't include those two. So okay guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I appreciate you guys watching today's video. I appreciate your support, and again, I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one. Hopefully high-end, high-end palettes. So thank you guys so much. I love you guys.